Never judge a look until you get the liner and lashes done. Juvia's Place was having a sale over the Labor Day weekend, and I got in on a mystery box. If you're curious about what's inside, then stick around because I'm going to open it, go through the products, and even put them on my face. So this was the back to school mystery box, and it is on their site right now for $23, but they were having a 40% off sale, so I got it for $13.80. And then I had a discount code that took another 15% off, so I ended up getting this for $11.04 with shipping and handling. I ended up getting this box delivered to me for $16.62. I think that's a heck of a deal. I did open the box and I did look at the packages to see what kinds of products I had in there. I have not opened any of the packages and looked at them. And I did that so that I would know what I could put on my face to get started to make the video a little bit shorter. So I do have my base products on. I used the Essence Poreless Partner Primer. This is a mattifying and blurring primer. I got this when I did my latest full face of Essence video and really like it. It feels hydrating, but it's also blurring and mattifying. So that's kind of a win-win. And then I used the Beige color corrector, and my color is light peach. I really like this one. I think I like it better than the e.l.f. Under Eye Brightener because it's not quite as emollient, so I feel like it's less creasy. Then for foundation, I used 2 shades of the e.l.f. Flawless Satin Foundation, and these I have in Bisque and Alabaster. Bisque is just too dark, so I bought Alabaster, which is a little light, but then when I mix them together, it's perfect. I'm probably somewhere in between these two, obviously. And then I thought it looked a little warm, so I mixed in just a little bit of my blue e.l.f. color corrector, and it was perfect. I mean, yeah, you feel a little bit like a mad scientist when you're doing all the mixing, but sometimes you just got to do it to get the perfect shade for you. On my under eyes, then, I used the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. This is the brightener shade, and I don't use this very often, but today I'm really liking how my under eyes look. So maybe with the color corrector and this on top of it, that's a really good combination. I don't think I've ever done that before. And then as an eyeshadow primer, I used the Soft Base Nude Eye Primer from AOA Studios. This is Shop Miss A, and I really like this. There is a lip product in here. I don't know if it's a gloss or a liquid lip or exactly what it is because I didn't look that closely, but my lips feel really dry. So I went ahead and put on the Sigma Lip Conditioning Mask to just kind of be there until I get to that step. All right, so let's dive in here. I'm going to save the palette till last and we'll see what else is in here. There's 5 products, and you know, 5 products for $16 delivered is pretty crazy. So these are the 4 other than the palette. I don't have a lot of products from Juvia's Place. I have 3 of their palettes. I have the Violets, the Nubian 3 Coral, and the original Nubian. I also had the taupes, but that one didn't survive my declutter. And if you want to see my eyeshadow declutter, if you haven't yet, I'll link it up there in the cards for you. You can go watch that after you finish this one. I'm just going to grab one of these, see what it is, and then we'll put them on in the right order. So the first one is the biggest box, and it is the Nubian Glow Liquid Luminizer. And this shade is called Starstruck. So liquid highlighter. I'm excited about that. I like liquid highlighters. And ooh, look at how pretty that is in the bottle. Wow. Okay, so of course we're going to put it on a swatch. It has a great big doe foot. And let's just... Ooh, that's a pretty highlighter. And then if I blend it out just a little bit, yeah, it does blend out to a really nice glow. And I don't see any glitter really in that. So, oh, that's pretty. All right, so we're going to use that. And then this is the Garden of Juvia's Lip Reflect Gloss. So a lip gloss, and the color for this one is Pink Bay. And it's a little bit orangey coral. Would have expected a little bit more pink for the title, and it is shrink wrap, so let me take a second and get that off of here. All right, I got it started with my tweezers. Let's see if it'll go. Oh, I did it. Okay. I'm so easily amused. All right, so let's take this and... Oh, that's another really large doe foot. We'll just put this one on the back of my hand. Okay. That's really pretty. and very opaque. I am shocked at the level of pigment in this gloss. So we'll see what kind of eye look I come up with and whether I use this today or not. But I mean, I could put it on right now. Smells like cake, which I am not opposed to. Okay, that's really pretty on the lips. And it's not, nope, it's not sticky. I was afraid when I put it on there that it felt a little gloppy, but it's not sticky at all. And I love the scent. So far I'm very happy with my $13 mystery box. Okay, then another box here is Eye Sculpt Eye Shade Eyebrow Gel. Okay, and the color, oh, it's clear. That was very smart of them to put a clear brow gel in a mystery box because they had no idea who it was going to. So, looks like that. And I do have my brows on, but I don't have a gel on, so sure, why not? Let's do it. Thought I was smart. I already had my brows done. Didn't need to have my hair pulled back, but there we go. And I looked at what was in this box like, I don't know, a week or so ago. So I had a general idea of what was in here, but I honestly didn't remember everything. And I forgot that there was a brow gel. All right, I'm going to let that dry and I will let you know if they feel crunchy or how they feel. But right now they feel really good. And I kind of think it fluffed them up a little bit. So 3 for 3. All right, we have one more little box, and that's a liquid lipstick, the bronzed liquid lipstick, Bronzed Toast. And that is a beautiful brown color. Oh, I like that. That would be so pretty if you're going to do the latte makeup look. When I did that look, I had a really hard time finding a true brown lipstick in my collection. I didn't realize that I didn't have anything brown, but that's definitely brown. So I might use that, and then I bet you could put the peach on top of it to tone it down if you didn't want it quite so brown. But I really like that for fall. Wow. Okay. So I'm going to leave that on there and see if it dries down and doesn't transfer. So I will let you know. And now the moment you've all been waiting for. What palette did they send me? Because I knew that they sent me a palette, but I didn't look at the name. I wanted to be surprised with you. Da 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 da! The Bronzed Rustic. So let's get this out of the box and see what it looks like. Because honestly, I don't know what this looks like. But it sounds like it's going to be fabulous for fall. I love bronzy kind of looks for fall. It's packaged very well. They always have the palette in bubble wrap inside the box. All right, so we're going to look at it together. Ready? Oh, that is pretty. It is. I thought it was going to be super deep and I was going to have trouble using it, but that's beautiful. Want to see swatches? I do. Okay. All right. This one, when I was looking in the viewfinder, looks kind of deep pink. It's actually more red, and I don't really use red shades, but we'll give it a go. Step out of the comfort zone a little bit. Sure, why not? It has 4 mattes and 2 shimmers. So I'm going to swatch the mattes first and then the shimmers. Okay, I got them a little out of order on my fingers, and I still have that highlighter there, so I'm going to go below that. So there's this mustardy yellow. Very nice swatch. This is the red. That one scares me a little bit to use. Okay, it blends out kind of nice. There's a really wonderful warm brown, and then there's a medium toned warm brown as well. Oh, those are pretty. Let me get rid of this off my fingers. Give me a second. All right, time for the shimmers. Oh, that is beautiful and so buttery. It didn't get crumbly when I was rubbing it. You know, when you do a swatch, you rub a little bit harder than you do when you're going in for your eyes. And then, so we've got this kind of coppery penny looking one, and then a little bit more of a red copper. So I'm going to go ahead and put those up here above the highlighter. Wow. Did you see that? It was just one swipe. Oh my goodness. And then that one. And honestly, if you look at this with the red, I think that it would help tone down the red and not be quite so scary for me to use. So I am going to put these on my eyes. Not exactly sure what I'm going to do, but I might use this and this and this. I'm kind of wearing a little bit of a summery t-shirt, but it does have kind of some of those coppery tones in there, so I think I can make it work. I'm going to use a Morphe M433 brush and go into this color right here. Just to be sure, I checked all the ingredients, no carmine. If you're new here and you don't know, I did develop a carmine sensitivity late last year in 2022, and so part of the motivation for my eyeshadow declutter was I had to get rid of the palettes that irritated my eyes. And so I did a lot of research on brands and ingredients and that sort of thing. Some of them were just old and I couldn't tell what the ingredients were, so they had to go. And others obviously did have carmine. Some of them only had it in 1 or 2 shades. But anyway, one of the things that I did discover is that Juvia's Place is not vegan, although most of their products are. So when I get a mystery box, it's kind of dicey because sometimes I might not be able to use what they send me. And I was a little concerned after I saw the red shades, because if there's going to be carmine in it, those are the ones that are going to have it. But it didn't. And so I am going to check and make sure my eyeshadow primer hasn't creased. And it has just a touch. So I'm going to pat that out. And then I wasn't going to do this, but I am going to take my Wet n Wild Brulee and go ahead and set from crease to brow bone. The other reason I decided I wanted to do this is because these pit shades are super pigmented. And this not only keeps your eyeshadow primer from creasing, but it gives a smooth base to help with blending. And that's important when you have really pigmented shades. So let's go into, these don't have names, they just have numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to go into shade 6. And I'm going to put that as a transition. And I always like to just dab the color to start with. I generally start kind of in the middle to the outside, where when you first put your brush down, you're going to deposit more color and then work to the inside. And then once I get the color deposited and off the brush, then I go in these little circles to blend. This, by the way, is a Morphe M433 brush that I'm using. It's kind of starting to get a little scratchy, not gonna lie. That's a super pretty color, and wow, did it blend quickly. Oh, you know what? I should bring you guys in a little closer. How's that? Okay. So let's do the other eye a little closer. So how's everybody doing? Are you excited about fall? I tell you what I'm excited about is the weather lately has been absolutely gorgeous. Mid-70s, maybe upper 70s by the afternoon. Light breeze, sunny. Down in the 50s at night, we've been having the windows open and it's just been fantastic. I am not a cold weather person or a warm weather person. I am a this kind of weather person. All right, so there is my transition. And I think I might try a little bit of the red shade. I'm a little scared. This is a BH Cosmetics Classic Blending Brush. And I'm going to go in and then I'm dabbing off a lot of that color because, like I said, I'm a little scared. And I'm just going to kind of layer that on the lid. And I think if I do it light enough, it might just kind of look pink, which might be cheating. But since it doesn't scare me quite as bad, I'm going to build it up a little. Okay. I'm doing it now. This looks going to get pretty colorful, I have a feeling. But I think that's as far as I'm going to go with that. And when I say they're not kidding about pigment, they're not kidding about pigment. I don't think, though, with this look, I'm going to be able to use that brown lipstick because this isn't really brown. Okay, well, you know what? I'm not hating it. All right, so I am going to take this shimmer here, shade 5, and put that on my finger. And I'm just going to put that all over the lid. That's a pretty shimmer. I'm not sure about these red eyes, ladies. What do you think? I think I need... where's my... first of all, I need a tissue to wipe my finger off. I'm going to take just a little bit of this coppery gold and put that right in the center. And then I think I am going to take a pencil brush. This one is from Iconic London. And I'm going to go into this deeper brown, kind of brick red brown, and build up the outer corner a little bit. See how many of the shades from a 6-pan palette we can use in one eye look. Why not? Whew. Okay, this got dramatic in a hurry. But it's fun. I'll pull just a little bit under the outer portion of my eye. And I feel like I need brightness on the inner corner. And I wonder if I can get that with this. I'm going to put the rest of my face makeup on and see if I can use that highlighter in the inner corner to brighten it up just a little bit. But I'm not hating it. So I will be right back after I put on some bronzer and blush to put on the highlighter. Okay, I have blush and bronzer on. I used the Essence Baby Got Bronze in Cinnamon Stick. And then I used the LA Colors Blush Up in Nude Glow. And then I put just a little bit from my BH Cosmetics Peach Bellini. I put just a little bit of this over the top of it because I felt like I wanted just a little bit more punch there. So that's what I put on my cheek. And now I'm going to use this highlighter. I'm not going to go in with the doe foot. I'm just going to put some on my finger and dab it and then wipe off my finger and use a clean one to kind of blend it. Oh, it blends really easily, you guys. And then I'm going to take my sponge that I used when I put on my foundation just to smooth it all together. And that's a really pretty glow. I like that. It did not take much. And yeah, it's just a really nice glow without being glitter and sparkle. So I like it. Very pretty. I haven't set my face at all because I couldn't remember. I thought there might have been a cream bronzer in there. And so I thought, well, if I'm using cream products, I should probably wait to set with powder. So I am going to do that real quick. And then I want to see about using this in my inner corner. So under my eyes, I'm just going to use my number 7 Lift and Luminate. This is my favorite under eye setting powder. And I just want to check and make sure I don't have any creases. I've been talking for a while and sometimes things want to crease on you. Not too bad. A little bit, but not bad. Okay, and then I've been rotating my powders daily. I have them in a long container just lined up front to back. And so each day I pick the one that's in the front, and then when I'm done with it, I put it in the back. And so I'm rotating through all of my powders that way. Today up is the Rimmel Stay Matte Mattifying Loose Powder, and this is in 001 Transparent. It is a little bit of a pink toned powder, which is really nice for brightening. So I'm going to set Just set everything. By the way, I do have windows open, and so I hope that the crickets and cicadas aren't too terribly loud, because it either could be a little ASMR-ish or it could be incredibly annoying. Let's check that lipstick, by the way. It is set and really did not transfer. I mean, if I rub it, I think I could probably get something off. There might be just a little bit of brown on my finger, but it is set. I can rub it off with a tissue, but it didn't just, like touching my hands, it didn't just rub off. So honestly, this eye look is kind of fallish, but it's also kind of summery, so I'm okay with it. I'm going to grab a flat shader brush and just take a little bit of that highlighter and dab it in the inner corner and pull it over just a little bit. What do you think? Did that brighten up the inner corner a little bit? Oh, by the way, when I was putting on my cheek products, if you think my eyes look a little bit different, they do. I did take just a little bit of this yellow right in the inner part right here and just kind of over the top, just lightly. I thought it needed a little help blending into my skin better. Okay, so honestly, I don't think that did anything. So instead, I'm going to take my Super Shock in Lady Bird. I just was watching a video from Mandy Lee earlier today, and she had put this in her fall makeup drawer. And so we're gonna put that one on instead. Because yeah, that's kind of what I want right there, is a little bit brighter. Okay, I like it. I like having that brightness in the inner corner when I have a darker, heavier look like this. So I need to put on now some eyeliner and mascara, because the look always looks better when you get liner and lashes done. So give me just a second and I'll be back. All right, I use the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil in Hot Chocolate on my upper waterline, and in my lower waterline, I use the Moira Eye Exposure Pencil in Soft Gold. Then I took a tiny little bit of this Endless Silky Eye Pencil by Pixie in Copper Glow and put it right on the outer edge of the lower lash line, and then smudge that just a little bit with a brush. For lashes, I used the L'Oreal Telescopic Lift. 2 coats on the top, 1 on the bottom, and then I did comb through it with a clean spoolie because they were a little clumpy, but this gives some pretty amazing lashes. All right, there's nothing left to do but the lips, so I am going to take off the remainder of the lip gloss that I put on earlier, and I went and got a brown lip liner. This is the Moira Must Have lip liner in Rose Beige, and it may not be brown enough, but it's what I've got. So I'm going to quickly line my lips. I don't know how this is going to look with the eye lift, but I want to use the brown lipstick, and then I might put that corally gloss over the top of it. So I am not going to go as opaque as this can get because I don't want it to be that dark. I actually blotted a little bit and I like it a lot better. I'm going to let that dry down and then I'm going to put the gloss over the top of it. It is a liquid lipstick, so it is looking a little dry, and I almost never wear a liquid lipstick without a gloss over the top of it. I know that that kind of defeats the purpose because it diminishes the wear time, but if you let it dry down first and then put the gloss on, it still lasts pretty well. All right, so we're going to go in and put some of this over the top of it to see if I can make it blend a little better with the eye look. Or I might just turn it into a muddy mess. I'm not sure. No, I think it actually did okay. What do you think? I think it's really pretty, actually. I think mystery boxes are a ton of fun. I would have never picked that lip color or that gloss color, but I really like them together. And I wouldn't have discovered that if I hadn't gotten the mystery box. And then the eyes. While I was a little scared at first of these deep colors, and especially the red, I think it turned out really, really pretty. So it just goes to show sometimes you got to step out of the box, get out of your comfort zone, try something new, and you might just like the results. And the other thing is, never judge a look until you get the liner and lashes done, because it makes a world of difference. If you enjoyed this video, please take a second, squash that like button, and if you want to hang out with me a little bit more, maybe check out a video that I'm going to put right there for you. The ones I linked up in the cards, or go over to my channel page and scroll and find one that you might want to watch. I will see you over there, or I'll see you in the next one. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Bye-bye. And then I had the taupes, but I delivered it. For lashes, I used